Oh boy, hello. YouTube API quota exceeded or invalid credentials. Great. So the quota is still getting hit. Speech chat it is.
Said. No, I'm just a hobbyist with the last test. I have to 107 cores, but if the US bans Chinese drones, I will stop flying. I don't trust anyone else.
There we go. Tootie, we're gonna play Half-Life Alyx today. What do you think about that?
Half-Life. Alyx still sets the bar for VR. Its immersion and physics are unmatched. If you can pull off the portal gun tricks without breaking your headset, you're in for a wild ride.
Portal gun tricks. What up, Predator? Yeah, we're trying to, we're setting the stream up. So, I haven't done this in a while. I used to do it with the Quest 2. The problem with it might be with audio routing, so
Predator.
Hopefully
Said, I have heard some really good reviews, but I don't think I will ever play it.
Well, you need VR to play it properly.
Said.
Hey, Hudson,
hey, Pookie
interesting
can't
take.
Hear will
Let me
be
think
soon,
about that.
Sorry. 2D GPT. Said.
Will be soon.
Hey,
okay, you'll be able to hear soon.
Interesting take. Let me think about that.
Stupid speech chat. All right. It's gonna take me a minute to get it going.
Predator. Said. Wait, your voice is very low. Can you turn it up?
It shouldn't have changed. I don't really want to mess with anything because it's the same. It might be on your end.
Predator. Said. My volume is on full.
Huh. Yeah. Nothing's changed on my end though.
Predator. Said. Oh, if you don't want to change, it's okay.
I mean, I can't. I have everything as high as it can go. Like if I turn it up any louder, it's going to clip and blow out the stream. So make sure
Predator. Said.
You got to have your window.
That's fine.
Like it depends on are you watching on your phone or are you watching on a computer? If you're watching on a computer, you're going to have to do Windows volume and YouTube volume.
Predator. Said. Phone.
Huh. iPhone or Android?
Predator. Said. I just wore both headphones. It's better now.
Your speaker might be bad. Because my settings don't really change, so when, you always got to be skeptical when people come in chat. I've done it myself. I did it to Charoon the other day. I told him something was wrong with the sound, and it turns out it was on my end. All right, so I got this whole setup, and then we'll be basically back there. But I have to hook it up and just see if I can get the mic situation working. That's going to be the trickiest thing. There's a chance I literally won't be able to get the mic working.
Before you start, I was wondering, can you show the Hummingbird V3 if you want to?
That's what it looks like. All right.
Predator said, make it full screen. Predator said, I can't see it, you're in corner LOL.
Neat little thing.
Predator said, so cool. Predator said, wow.
Okay, so I'm gonna hook up the headset right now and just see if we can get the mic working, because if we can't get
Predator
it working, I might need to
said,
like
THX so much, you're
recalibrate and
very
then stream
nice.
tomorrow. Well, the whole point is I don't want you to hurt yourself, and I also don't want you to set your house on fire.
Hamud-san said, I'm here.
What up, Hud?
Not much. Just counting how many
Hamud-san
times you'll accidentally fling the
said,
portal gun at the wall
can't
before
hear
you get the
though,
hang
like
of it.
no sound.
It's got to be on your end, just like with Predator. Where are you listening?
Predator said, LOL, the way you said it, you sound like my dad.
Well, that's the instinct. All right.
Hamud-san said,
Hey,
OMB.
Hudson, good question. I'll get back to you on that
2DGPT
one.
said, hey Hamud-san, good question.
Good
I'll
job.
get back to you on that one.
Told you.
Hamud-san said, I had all Twitch sound muted for some reason.
All right. We have to try to get I'm going to run Steam VR,
Hamud-san
and we just need to see if we can get the
said,
mic working.
yeah, you told me,
Hey,
but I
Hudson,
couldn't
good
hear.
question. I'll get back to you on that one.
2DGPT
Toodles is still broken
Hey,
with the
Hamud-san,
Twitch
good
integration.
question. I'll get back to you on that one. Predator said, also if you have mic issues, search up
Hey,
on chat,
Hudson,
maybe
good
that
question.
can
I'll
help.
get back to you on
Oh
that
my
one.
God.
Hamud-san
HUD, you might have to come
said,
into YouTube chat.
2D shut up, lil bro.
It's I didn't have
GPT
time to fix the
said,
bug because,
hey Hamud-san, good question.
and it's
I'll get
annoying
back to
because
you on
speech
that
chat
one.
repeats it, which I have it excluded in my own thing, but it's not working because I hit the API limit again. So I got to figure that out. Or I just won't run. I'm just going to not run 2D. I didn't have time to fix it because I streamed, I ate, and now I'm back to streaming again. So 2D's not running.
Big boy Hudson
2D gone.
said, here. Predator
No, I
said,
used to play
did
Battlefield
you
all
play
the time.
Battlefield 6 beta? Big boy
and-
Hudson
And I like
said, nope, he
I
didn't,
didn't get
LOL.
into it. Yeah, how do you want me to play? All right. Okay, I can see the mic. It's picking up my voice. It can test. It's not very... Where is the mic? Is it on the front? Okay, so I can see it working there, but it needs to come through the stream. So let me... Okay, so it's not coming through yet. How am I going to route this?
Bruce Campbell said, I was giving the new Path of Exile 2 update a try.
What up? Yeah, what? How is it? Testing. There we go. Okay. Well, this is how you guys are going to hear me. It's annoying because it's it's gonna echo in my ears and make me stutter. I might see if I can eliminate that.
Bruce Campbell said, "Seems good, not sure my build is the best so far." Predator said,
Sounds good, Predator.
"Yo MJB, back in like 15 to 20 minutes, I need to go finish homework."
Okay, for those of you who are here, how does this mic sound right now?
Chaser FPV said, "Hey yo."
What up? Okay,
Chaser FPV said,
test.
Sounds
I'm
okay.
talking. This is we're
Bruce
testing
Campbell
the mic.
said,
Okay, this
"Mic
is the
sounds
mic
good."
in the Beyond. That's
Big
all we
Boy
needed.
Hudson said, "Keep talking." Predator said, "That mic is noise."
Goddamn,
Big
the
Boy
only
Hudson
problem with this,
said, "Sound all right to me."
I'm gonna have to turn off. How do I fix this? I'm gonna hear myself echoing like the whole time we stream Half-Life Alyx, and it's gonna drive me nuts. So I'm trying to figure out, because if I mute it in just my ears, then I literally can't hear the in-game sound. I think the only option is to run. I have software called Wavelink Stream or whatever I don't remember what it's called. But that's what I'd have to use to route just the audio. All right, what if I unclick listen? Okay, we have to listen. Okay, so where is that? There it is. Found it. It's down here. Here's the mic.
Big Boy Hudson said, "2K26 is being mad played RN."
Is it good? Better than 2K? Better than 2K25? Okay. Gotta turn on these. Then we gotta figure out how to
Big Boy Hudson
put those here.
said, "In some aspects."
In some aspects. Yeah, this is what I want. Okay. Now, let's pause the music. I am not going to be able to hear you guys. That's a problem. And I can't wear two things of headphones, so how am I going to do that? So that's part of the challenge. All right, I also don't know how loud that is for you guys. I turned it way up. Let me see. Oh, weird. Only the mic is coming through and the game audio isn't. So far as I can tell, you guys can't hear the Steam game audio. Hold up. VR is complicated. I haven't done this in a while, so hopefully we get off the ground tonight. Display VR view. Make it full screen. I don't know why that action cam is up there. All right, let me put these down and see if you guys can hear. You can just hear my voice, but you can't hear anything else. That should not be that way. So if we go full screen, will that change it? What is that noise? That droning noise is horrible. All right, we gotta figure that out real quick. Play audio on host. That's not doing it. Yep. Yeah, the game capture should be, you know, it's plugged in. I think it's because the mic is overtaking. So let's undo the mic for a second. Oh, now it says beyond microphone. Okay. I think I'm...
Glass Sink 0 said, needs more duct tape.
Apparently. All right, now I think we can hear it. Because I have to test with these headphones before I put the other ones on. Actually, we can test just by doing this. Yep, you can hear it now. Okay, so we're gonna do it this way. And I'm gonna have to. This mic is just gonna have to pick it up, and hopefully I'm talking loud enough so you guys can hear me. The only downfall is I'm gonna have to check chat every now and then because I will not be able to hear you. I just don't have this set up right now to be able to do that. Because streaming VR is a fucking pain in the ass. But also, I don't know why I'm getting... If I turned... If I got rid of monitoring here... Oh, I didn't. That's why. There we go. All right. So I'm just going to have to... There used to be a... Oh, you know what? I have a Steam add-on for chat. That's right. Maybe we do that right now. I don't know if it works for Twitch. I don't think it works for YouTube. That's the problem. It's Live, I believe. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to like periodically check chat. I think that's the only way we're gonna do it. So let me know in a minute. If the sound is okay. I'm gonna keep the mic. Okay. Now I can't. Yeah. Well, I can't hear myself, but you guys can. Okay. I don't know why it's all fucked up like that. There we go. I'm barely getting sound in my ears, which kind of doesn't make sense. Let's try again. I love headphones where you can't just press the button and turn the power on. You have to hold it for a certain amount of time. Yeah, 5 seconds makes great design. Test, test, test. Okay. Maybe there's just not a lot of sound in here. All right, I'm going to just open it up and see what happens. I remember I used to have to jump through a bunch of hoops to stream Minecraft and VR. I kind of forgot I had to do all that stuff.
GlassSync0 said, "Why is there a wannabe dolly on the wall?"
Oh no, you guys are going to see the I'm in such a small space, you're going to see those all the time because my wingspan practically reaches both sides of the room. Bless you. That's going to kind of suck for you guys. But yeah, I have no sound. So let me do this. This isn't even a PC problem, like a dual PC problem. This is literally just the sound's not routing correctly. I played it last night just fine. All right, looks like we got to figure out what's going on. Want to be Dolly on the wall? Maybe. Oh yeah, I don't even hear Windows sound. What the fuck is happening? Oh. That's why. That is why. Okay. Did that move the needle? Nope, it didn't. Let's disable that. All right. Oh, sigh. I'm going to have to do... Good time for the internet to stop working. I forgot what it's called already. Oh my God. Wavecast, that's it. So we're going to have to reinstall this now on both PCs. I already probably have it, yeah. Paste your license key. Oh, yeah. Got to go back to the website. Okay. What? Wavecast Beta 2025. I typed it in, right? Okay. Okay, this PC, we want it to capture the headphones. We want it to go to, wait. All right, let's see if that works. Let me shut these off before. What was that? Okay. So far, not working. So we want to set this up to be this is our fixed VR stream. I guess we could choose OBS. Oh, that's what that. Well, first of all, that's the problem. So we want this to go to system, or we could actually have it go to. Gotta have it go to anything. Aux 2. We'll have it go to system for now. All right. That works. Okay, now you guys should be able to hear. All right, let me just make sure the volume is up.
Chaser FPV
There we go.
said, yes.
Yeah, it's a whole big pain in the ass. I'm not going to be able to hear you guys talking. I'm going to have to actually, because of the way this is set up, I'm going to have to like walk up and read what your comments are every now and then. I'll figure out like a better system, but it's right now it's quite frustrating and not very straightforward. There's software where I can at least read chat, and it's called Live, but I don't know if they have YouTube integration. The last time I did it, they only had Twitch, I think, or maybe it's just that I was only streaming on Twitch at the time. But eventually we'll have it where I'll have chat on my wrist, and then I can just turn my wrist and like read chat at any time. All right. I just want it to
Chaser
be loud enough.
FPV said, I'm just going to kick back and learn.
All right. Like I said, this mic is just it's sensitive enough to where it should pick me up throughout the room, so I'll just have to talk louder. Let's see if I'm back here. I'm going to be mostly over here. Okay. I used to have just a green screen behind me, so I wouldn't be taking up a portion of the screen. I kind of hate that, but I don't have it set up to where I can hook it up right now. All right. Where's my freaking... All right, my lenses are so fogged. What just happened?
Glass Sync 0 said, Live only supports Twitch, Streamlabs, and Stream Elements.
There we go. All right, we should be good. Turn these back on. Okay. All right, apologies, this room isn't very big, so you're going to see these grid lines a lot. Kind of, I don't know why they would make that come through on the streaming thing, but nonetheless. We're going to do a new playthrough from scratch. Whoa, that is loud. Okay, so the volume does not work on my headset for some fucking unknown reason. There we go. Now it does. Low available GPU memory. That's bullshit. We're gonna have to ignore that shit. Start a new game. You can also just touch. We're gonna go with blink movement. I wish I could. Let's see, where am I facing? I wish I could be on a treadmill for you guys, but we're gonna have to blink around. It's gonna be a little less immersive, but that's how it is. You know, when you're standing here looking at just the menu, the fact that the menu has
Big
like
Boy Hudson
it's
said,
like a
"Oh boy,
millimeter
I'm
of
watching
depth,
and exited."
and then the menu's layered, like you, like that's insane. Just little subtle touches like that, particles in the air. It's like really immersive. I'll do my best to look around as much as possible. 5 years before the collapse of the Citadel. I missed it. The sound is so crazy. Oh, my fingers.
Big Boy Hudson said, "I thought you couldn't get your shoulder too high. How's this gonna work?"
My hands aren't super big, so like it doesn't track them perfectly. But the scale of everything is insane. Like the detail on the railings, the rust, the texture, every little thing. You don't have to really go to this kind of trouble when you're playing other games. You can usually brush through the plants. See? You can grab matches and shake them by your ears. See these rotten apples? I actually got near them. Crush a can. Give the combine the middle finger. Desiccated sustenance bar, water flavor, which is hilarious. See how you can frisbee thing? You can like frisbee flat things. A lot of the stuff is, it seems like, oh yeah, that's how it should work, right? But it's non-trivial to do all this stuff. You know, to make this a believable world is incredible. Now, if you think about like the future of what VR could be, things like what is normally junk and throwaway could be like a clue or foreshadowing to something greater. I mean, not that they don't already do that, but you know, there are situations where it's like you have to solve a real mystery with the real complexity of the world where there are thousands of variables, and it makes it much more like
Big Boy Hudson
you're really there.
said,
You know,
"You're my
this book
world."
in some other VR game could really matter, that it's there. It could give you information like, oh, this is the book that I read. Maybe it gives me a clue to something that I need to know about. Like there's a lot of possibilities with VR. So we're gonna be skipping around like this just because I don't have a very big room. You know, I can walk and look around, but not a whole ton. So I'll try to do it as much as I can. But you know what I mean? Like coming over here and looking at like the grass and the gutters, and it makes the pigeon fly away. It's Russell. Remember this? See, something as trivial as doing this. You know, there's a ridge there, so it can't go past that ridge. That means the clipping on this is crazy. Like, just look at like the paint on the floor, just the debris, the garbage bag. Like you don't have to, like the texture on the borders of the pictures. Yeah, we know. it's just a level of detail that is is really insane to me. You know, it feels like you're in this rundown building. It feels real.
Tarun said. Weird. Big Boy Hudson said. Long off finger.
Oh, you can't. Oh, you can't write on the glass. I'm going past the play area. Hold on. There. That's our target for some reason. I don't know why. You can hear the two discs with the tape shaking around in there. You know, you normally look how small that text is. I mean, it looks so real. It looks like a real clipboard. It's insane. That's planted. Pun intended. Okay, that stuff you can't mess with. You can mess with all this though. You can sweep if you want. All right, I'm gonna take a break and then read chat in a minute. Cockroaches, delicious. You can literally put your head up. No, they don't let you, but you could. If they didn't make that clip, you could basically put your head in there. You can put the hand in there. Wait, we got to do it. There, now we can read it. I'm going to take this with me for no reason. Look at that. The tracking's a little weird because my room is so small. Look, the sticker is slightly coming off. Like it's not fully pressed on. Crazy attention to detail. I feel like a lot of people would be drinking all the time if the world was like this. Let's ride a bike. By the way, the bike, it works. Isn't that crazy? There's no chain on it though, which is smart. They didn't have to deal with the physics for that. Somebody dropped their pills. I don't think there'd be any prescriptions anymore, right? What is it called? I can't read it because the way it grabs it. There we go. Pharmacol. Patient test. Oh, God. Well, that makes more sense. They're testing on people. I guess in that case. I want to see in there. Let me in. I don't know why, but it wouldn't let me climb the ladder. Like it used to be that I could like climb up, and I don't know why I want to be able to do that, but it won't let me. It just pops you up now. I think it's must be in the control scheme. That's my dad. We're gonna pause it. What are you guys saying in chat?
Chaser FPV said,
Oh my God! Why didn't you
no
guys tell me
sound
that
in game.
before? I thought when we tested it before, you guys said there was sound. I thought. The problem with the Wavecast software is it's really finicky. You could hear me talk though, at least. So I guess, you know, it would have been nice to have sound, but you could hear my commentary, right?
Chaser FPV said, it worked in Steam,
Okay,
but
it
when
worked
you
in
went
Steam,
into
but I
the
went in the
game, no
game.
sound.
That's because this, yeah, it broke. All right, can you let me know if, well, you're not going to hear anything now. Hold on. Let me know if you can hear.
Where are you taking me? Where's my father? Hello? Damn it, where's my father?
Tell her to stop moving around back there. Stop moving. What is that? I never said it! It's under the street! Follow it!
Only Locust account.
You have been in an accident.
Alyx, you there? You've got to get moving.
Russell? I've been in an accident.
I know! I caused it, so technically not an accident. You've got to get moving.
Wait, where's Dad?
He's fine. Follow the drone.
So, Dad's okay, right?
Yeah, well, no. To be honest, he's in huge trouble.
But
They've still got him. He was in a separate transport.
you saved me?
Well, yes. I had no way of knowing who was in which van, so yes, the result was that I saved you.
Do we know where they're taking him?
Criminal holding. And then, when they realize he's Eli Vance, to Nova Prospect. But I'm already working on a plan to get him back. You're close to my lab. Keep following the drone. We'll figure out what to do.
Russell, what did you guys find back there?
Well, that's the crazy thing. I don't know. Just blurry pictures of a building.
The Citadel?
No, something else. And whatever it is, they're gonna kill anybody who saw it. And anybody who knows anybody who saw it. Which means us and your dad.
Russell, just hang on. I'm almost there.
Sure. Yeah, I'll be there in a minute.
Alyx, great. Okay, let's... Wait, my drone's okay, right?
Nope, it exploded. I'm fine, by the way.
Right, good, well, that's the main.
Russell, they've got Dad.
I know. This is bad. They're gonna find out what he knows, and then... Yeah, they're gonna kill him.
Oh, God.
But, the good news is, we've got something they don't.
Which is?
My plan to get him back.
Great. Let's hear it.
Now, pretty soon they're gonna realise that your dad is not gonna talk, and when that happens, he's off to have his brain sucked out.
Russell.
Potentially. Maybe not, though. I mean, they could just drill into
Stop.
his... Oh, yeah, still your dad. Right, well, what they will do is take him by train from here. This is Eli to Nova Prospect.
And if he gets on that train, that's it, right?
Not necessarily. Grab something that represents us. Okay, that's you.
I thought you said us.
Well, one of us, me, will have to stay here for this plan to work.
All right, fair enough.
Just outside, there's a second train that also leads out of City 17 through the quarantine zone.
Okay.
Both trains intersect here at Fairview Junction. You take your train, get there before his train, and hack into the controls. That'll let me take over the system. Train comes to a halt, you deal with the Combine situation, and we get your dad back.
Sounds good. Where's the train I'm taking?
Out the back, through the yard. It's decommissioned, but I think I can hack into its controls. Oh, and get yourself a pair of Russells on the way out.
Russells?
The gloves, Alyx. You know, the gravity gloves. I have a few sets through there. We can calibrate them out by the shed.
Got it.
We can do this, Alyx. You got that, didn't you, that I said we could do it? Because we're gonna do it.
Yeah, we are.
I'm with you every step of the way. Alright, you know how this goes. There should be a bunch of junk down there. Aim at something with your hand open. Registered. Now flick your wrist to bring it in. Just like that. Great. Try again. Just like that. Yep. One more time. You've got it. Just a little flick of the wrist. You're on. Perfect. We're done. Oh, wait. I almost forgot.
Alyx, up here! You're gonna need a gun! Don't worry, it's unloaded. It's unloaded now! Oh, almost forgot. Guns need ammo. Here you go. Right, heading back to the courtroom.
Oh, you took care of that lock then. Good. Great. Did have the key for it, but should have given you that. That's on me. Alright, here we go. Next stop, Fairview Junction.
Thanks, Russell.
And good luck, Alyx. Goodbye. Obviously, just to let you know, I am still here, though.
I know.
Hello, Alyx? We might have a problem. Probably nothing to worry about, but... Did the train stop? It stopped, didn't it?
Yeah, what happened?
It's jammed. When the Combine shut down the quarantine zone, they must have tightened security.
Which means?
Yeah, you're nowhere near Fairview Junction. You're just outside the QZ. And this is as far as we get by train.
Then I'm headed on foot.
Good. I'll see if I can get you in some other way.
I got a dead zombie here. I thought the Combine sealed up the QZ.
This one must have squirted out. I've heard they've had trouble with barnacle spores outside the containment area, but not about fellas like this.
Probably not a one-off then.
I doubt it. Would you look at that? Resin. And if there's resin around here, there should be a Combine fabricator. Keep an eye out. We might be able to upgrade your firepower a bit.
Huh. I think I can reroute this with my multi-tool.
You what?
It's a tool with multiple functions. So, you know, multi-tool.
Alyx, that thing's incredible. You need an incredible brand name. Something that really sells it.
Who am I gonna sell it to?
The Combine's not going to be here forever. You should be thinking about the future, Alyx.
Well, how about I call it the Alyx?
It's a little derivative of the Russells, but yeah, provisionally, sure. The Alyx.
Yeah, the Alyx.
Oh, a health station.
Russell, the Combine used these. Are they safe for people?
Yeah, I use them all the time.
Hey, you were right. These are great.
Looks like I'm, looking at a real. Just can't get over it. This game is just. Some you can break. Sure. Pretty good fun with that stuff.
Oh, careful of that barnacle, Alyx.
How'd you meet my dad, anyway? You guys work together at Black Mesa, right?
Yeah. Well, no. Tricky place to get a job at, actually. I interviewed at Black Mesa. They said try again in a year. I don't need to tell you what happened after that. Lucky break for me, really. Not a lot of survivors. Honestly, it's a miracle you and your dad got out of there.
3 left.
Do you need a minute? Because, I could pause the feed.
Just looking, Russ.
Chaser FPV. Said. No to self-check everywhere.
I take it the quarantine zone is behind this hatch?
Yeah, that's where they keep it.
I'll look around for a control panel to open it up. Oh. Ugh. know, Russell, now that I'm walking into the quarantine zone, it just hit me. I don't know anything about the quarantine zone.
Well, actually, the word quarantine comes from the Italian 40 giorni, which means 40 days, the period that all ships were required to be isolated before crew could go ashore during the Black Death.
All right. Cool.
That's the control panel. They've probably scrambled the circuit. But considering no one would be dumb enough to open the hatch, it shouldn't be too hard to put back.
How far is Fairview Junction?
You'll go through the old subway tunnels on your way to the train yard.
Have they started moving Dad yet?
I don't think so, which is good news because we've still got time.
Oh, that's great.
Or bad news because they've already killed him. And you don't need to move a corpse, you just bury it. Or burn it. You still there, Alyx?
Mm-hmm. Russell, are you seeing this?
Whoa.
All right. Here we go.
Note to self, check everywhere. Yes, for sure. So we'll check in like every after every time we load. Is it loud? Just turn it. I mean, I could turn it down. Let's see. What is it routing to? I think it's routing to system sound. So let me see. Yep. Well, no. See, if I turn the system sound, will that lower my... No, it's not. All right. I lowered it like 30%. Let me know if that ends up being okay.
Hey, Russell. I just found a loose syringe of God knows what. Is this medicine?
Does it have a skull and crossbones on it?
I don't see one.
Probably medicine then. Do you hear that?
What is that? Oh boy.
Yeah, that's the way we gotta go.
No shortcut?
Yeah, that is the shortcut. Alright, that seems to work. Let's keep doing that. Oh, just so you know, the Russells have a built-in display that shows you resin, ammo, might come in handy.
Got it. Thanks.
These things chase you. It's terrifying. Again, I just want to try to make sure I get all the rest of this side. I can't remember what drops what.
Oh boy.
Yeah, be careful.
It's any less freaky.
Predator said, "Hello, Emma."
Alyx, I think that's a combine fabricator. Put something in it. I want to see how this thing works.
Got it. Will it work on the Russells?
No, but it should fix up that pistol nicely. Good thing, too, I gave you one of my lesser guns.
Thanks, Russell.
Well, you know, in case it doesn't make it back.
Tell you
Predator
what, Russell.
said,
If I die, I owe
"I
you a
can
gun.
barely hear you,
You owe
but
me a
that's
gun
okay."
anyway. That wasn't a gift. That's my gun.
Predator said, "You should get one of those treadmill things one day."
Sure. Oh, it's not much sure. Use it right now. We're gonna fight those guys over there. Then use it.
Predator said, "I literally can hear you, but I will just enjoy the gameplay. Also, my parents are free tomorrow morning if you wanted to talk to them."
Oh, that really worked, didn't it? Huh.
Pretty cool, huh? Oops. Can't do that.
Predator said, "Dang W upgrade." Chaser FPV said, "He is checking the comments on break because he can't hear." Wait, try sneaking up and slapping them, LOL. Predator said, "Oh, okay." Chaser FPV said. Or I should say after every load. Predator said. Shoot mid-air.
Nice shooting, Alyx.
Thanks. You know, for all your talk about what a lesser gun this is, this thing isn't half bad.
There it is. Found it. Probably only one of those.
we doing in chat? Everything's good? Try sneaking up and slapping them. I could try sneaking up. I will try to sneak up on the next one. It might work. Oops. Did it just come out of this? Okay.
Heard anything about Dad, Russell?
No. Radio silence since he got on the train.
Damn it.
Well, the good news is he's probably fine.
How do you know that?
Because they're taking him to Nova Prospect to torture him. That's the torture place. So they're hardly going to torture him before they get there. So he's fine. Logically speaking. That there is a floppy disk. We used to store information on them, with magnets, if you can believe it.
Huh.
Specifically, 2 micrometers magnetic iron oxide, 3 micrometers barium ferrite, 1.2...
Russell? How do you know all this?
I'm reading it here on my computer. I downloaded the internet before the war.
You downloaded the entire internet.
Most of it.
Nice.
Yeah, it is.
If you look at the side of it, like it looks exactly like a floppy disk. Like even down to looking in that little window thing there, and looking to the side of it. I should have put that in my backpack. I want to save that.
Possibly. Are you seeing floating garbage?
It looks like it's just cardboard.
Right. Well, it seems harmless.
Yeah. Weird though.
Ask yourself, did you set it out? Did you set it? Remember, include your name, station, current time, station efficiency, status review. The great outdoors.
What is that? Whoa. More floating cardboard.
Wait, that one's Black Mesa.
Somebody spent a lot of time on this.
Attention, please. Access is not permitted. Anti-citizen scavenging will result in immediate capital prosecution.
Alyx, you alright? What's wrong?
I'm fine, Russell. What's up?
I'm losing your signal. Alyx? Alyx? If you can still hear me, keep heading in the same direction and try to get above ground.
Russell? Russell? Crap.
The Alyx fans. You received my messages.
I did?
Come, enter.
Okay, thanks.
You are welcome.
So, what's a Vortigaunt doing here?
Cooking.
Right, but I mean, in general.
I have a brain injury.
Oh, I'm sorry
My
to...
brain is injured.
That's terrible,
Ow.
and I hope... Look, I'm actually pretty busy looking for my father. Eli Vance.
Vance. Yes.
The Combine have him, and I really do need to get moving.
The Combine. Yes. Do not go yet. I must show you something.
Look, I appreciate it.
This way.
I can't stick around.
It is important.
I know, I'm sure it is.
The Alyx Vance must go this way anyway.
Okay.
Uh-oh. The Combine and other working. Like the Eli Vance. The Alyx Vance will free them.
I would help. I really would, but the Alyx Vance is honestly very busy saving her dad.
You will not save him. He is dead.
What?
Or he will be.
Is or will be?
It is a matter of perspective. But Alyx Vance alone cannot prevent his fate.
Look, thank you for everything, but I really have to go. And I'm sorry, but I really don't have time for riddles.
No riddles. The Combine drilled here. I am severed from the vortessence. I am alone in my head.
I'm sorry. Look, if I can, if I run across your friends, I will see what I can do.
You have saved my kid.
I haven't.
Then you will. Courage, Alyx Vance. I will help the Alyx Vance. Look to the northern star
Why?
for guidance.
Okay, thanks. Are you done helping?
I am not. Here. Sustenance.
I'll eat it later. Thanks for the help.
You will be welcome.
How we doing? Everybody can hear me, right? All right, I'm going to play the next one. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to go. Play one more chapter.
Alyx! Alyx, the signal's back. Can you hear me? Are you okay?
Russell, I'm good. How's Dad?
They've got him on the train. He's on the move. You've got to find Fairview Junction before they get there.
I'm working on it.
So anything happened when you cut out?
You're not gonna believe this, but I ran into a Vortigaunt.
A Vortigaunt? What was he doing down there?
Hiding. I think he escaped from the Combine.
What did he say?
You ever meet a Vortigaunt? He said crazy Vortigaunt stuff.
Can't find the sites.
Oh, that Vortigaunt I met? He did give me a head crab to eat.
Oh, great! What did it taste like? Tell me how you...
Russell, I didn't eat it.
Right. Of course you didn't. No, that's the right decision.
Oh, that zombie has a shotgun. world.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Let's get this shotgun and get out of here.
Hurry up and load that thing, it's getting louder.
I'm out. Fast forward. We did it.
I love this gun.
I'm out.
That's it. It's like where I forgot where the bullets were. Stingy with shotguns. This guy's dropped this.
I'm okay.
It was on your face and it was disgusting.
Yeah, it was.
Too dark. You'll need a flashlight.
I think you're right. on. At this point, it's kind of our gun.
How do I know it's not personal? Okay, burst, there we go. Single burst. Let's do burst as well. It's gonna be super wasteful. Oh yeah, you know what? You don't want to have that burst fire. Because the head grabs that have these on them are pretty much indestructible. You'll be wasting ammo. See? If you can't pick it up, it's probably held up. Burst fire. It's not waste.
Whew. It is dark.
Everything all right?
Nope, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, thank God.
That's just fucking scary. Just to let you know.
This is fine. It's really dark. Russ,
Yeah?
can you just talk
About what?
about anything? Literally anything.
Well, I think that given our situation, your irrational fear of the dark is actually quite appropriate. You know, I can give you easily 100 reasons to be terrified.
Okay, that was my fault. I'll be more specific next time. Big fan of this flashlight.
And it, not unlike yourself, is also sensitive to the dark,
Oh, yeah?
meaning it should go on automatically when the lights go out.
Oh, nice.
Man, that's intense. Holy shit. Oh shit. There's 3 bullets on that. Bastard. Which way? God, that's so shit.
Four shots left.
Yeah, there was a part where he's like, 2 doctors. This was it. Okay.
All right, Russ. Really need you to talk again.
Absolutely. Be specific.
Before. What was life like before the Combine?
Ah, excellent. Alyx, have you ever heard of a club sandwich?
Nope. Not once.
Right. To make a club sandwich, you need to start with bread. Not from a bread line, from a bakery across the street. Baked that day, okay? You add tomatoes, lettuce, not vegetable paste, fresh. Then you add bacon. That's from an animal we used to call the pig. You toast the bread, and you put all that inside it.
You guys had all that? That's insane.
It is, and I'm not done. Then you add a second sandwich on top of the first one. You put ham in it, also from a pig, and turkey from an animal we used to call the turkey. And more tomato, more lettuce, and a bunch of other things on together. It was 6 inches tall and weighed a pound, and had a dozen ingredients from 5 different continents. It was the most impossible food item you could imagine in any age before ours.
Wow.
I know, right?
That is... wow. Thanks, Russ.
You're welcome, Alyx.
wake up tomorrow night on this insanely scary part coming. My eyeballs are sweating. Oh, I'm so thirsty. I'll actually be able to talk for a minute. Like I'll actually be able to hear. Oh boy, there we go. That game is intense. Anybody here? What did you think? Ah, we gotta fix the camera. So, the big screen is, I mean, it's insane. Look how small this thing is. It's beautifully small. But I gotta be honest, I mean, the optics are crystal clear. It's insanely lightweight. It throws off a lot of heat though. I guess there's like it also is it's heated up on purpose. Like if you keep it plugged in, it stays heated so the optics don't fog up. But I gotta be honest, I don't know if it's worth keeping, because being tethered is a little annoying. It's not that big of a deal, but it's a little annoying. It's so light, I guess it sort of makes up for it, but I don't know, being stuck in the base station ecosystem is just like, I don't know. It feels antiquated a bit. And I could buy a Quest 3, still do PC VR, and get a brand new super high-end OLED monitor for the price of all the stuff I had. Like I had the base stations already, but I had to buy the Knuckles controllers, which were $300, and then the Beyond with eye tracking was $1,200, so it's $1,500. Plus, I bought Vive trackers that I could send back, but those were $300 or $450 too. I don't need the trackers for this stuff, but I mean, I could be using them and doing locomotion and stuff. But if I were to ever do this for more than, like every now and then, I would get like a VR treadmill, because constantly running into the grid lines is like not a good experience for you guys. But oh boy, the green screen's back. I'm trying to think of what chapter that was. Let me look it up. I think we made it to... Were we still in the quarantine zone, or is or will be? I sort of forgot. I'll just... Hey, Tootie, we made it to the quarantine zone in Half-Life Alyx. What do you think about that, buddy?
Nice! You've survived the initial VR nausea and actually made it to the quarantine zone. It's the part where the game says, Welcome to the apocalypse. Now enjoy the stale air. Hope the next stretch isn't just more cardboard corridors.
Spud, I don't really get nauseous in VR, so I'm good on that.
Good. You dodge the VR motion sickness and can focus on the actual game. The quarantine zone is basically a hallway full of crates. Perfect for practicing headshot timing. Hope the next area doesn't just repeat the same stale air.
I gotta say, it was pretty nerve-wracking, Tootie.
Nerve-wracking, huh? That's half the fun. Nothing like a spike of adrenaline before another hallway of stale air and crate puzzles. At least you dodgy.
What? Anyway, I love Half-Life Alyx, bud. Can I get a fuck yeah?
Emotion.
Oh, he broke. I know why that happened. To prevent him from getting stuck on a topic, we have topic exhaustion logic, and it's too sensitive. The thing with topic exhaustion is if I keep talking about it, he's supposed to continue to engage. Tootie, can I get a fuck yeah?
Fuck yeah. Half-Life. Alyx still manages to turn a hallway of crates into a pulse-pounding VR thrill ride, so enjoy the chaos.
Goddamn right. See the change in emotion there? The system is working incredibly well. It's insane how advanced it is. Tootie, search for Deckard release date.
Rumor has it Valve's Deckard headset is slated for a late 2025 launch, with most leaks pointing to the end of the year and a price tag around $1,200.
That would be sick if it came in time for Christmas, which makes me like, dude, I can't. It's not going to be this small, but it's going to have inside-out tracking. It is going to be from Valve. It's going to have probably sick new controllers. It's like, I don't know if I can keep this. I already initiated a return. This thing is like beautiful, but I just... Yeah, especially if it comes out. I think it'll actually, like, I think there's been some Valve releases where it came out like February. Like some stuff came out in February. Like you'd think it'd come out before Christmas and it didn't. I'm trying to think of what that was. Let me see. Well, let's see. When was Index released? June, so that was summer. Were there any Valve? Okay, Steam Deck. That was it. Steam Deck came out in February. Half-Life was released in February 2000 or 1999. Half-Life demo. Soundtrack for Dota 2, February. Valve hosted Steam Game Festival, February. They like February. It's a lull on the winter time. Gets people excited. So, you know, but and the Valve console has been rumored as well. I mean, my guess is it's not going to be out by Christmas. We'd know by now, which makes me think that, you know, if it's going to come out soon, it would be like after Christmas, be February. And it could probably be like a Half-Life like anniversary thing, and yeah. So anyway, bunch of bug fixes. We got to fix custom TTS I made. Fucking shedding hair like a dog. I'm not even running that right now because I guess I hit the quota, which means the code has to be changed because it shouldn't be hitting the quota. I call it light TTS, and it's a multi-chat. So let's see. Yep, see YouTube API quota exceeded or invalid credentials. It's not invalid credentials. So it's definitely the quota's exceeded. So it went past 10,000 units, and we literally, that was supposed to be fixed. But it looks like this. Start audio, it's got skip, clear, pause, chat from Twitch and YouTube. I can change the volume. I can turn off TTS, but make it so if I click this, there'll be beeps. So I know somebody posted in chat. Then I have like various filtering things, like it'll exclude URLs. So like speech chat is free, but it doesn't exclude URLs. It'll read it off. It's super annoying. So figure, why not make my own thing? Right now I'm just using Google Voice, but I could integrate this with TTS, Monster, Duck, TTS, whatever it's called, pretty much 11 Labs, anything. So right now I'm just using Google, but because it's free. But the polling issue I'm having, it has nothing to do with TTS. It has to do with how often we're polling to see if there's a message in chat, and then TTS reads it. Separate systems. But it's pretty cool. Nice little piece of software. Took like an hour to make. Over like 2 separate sessions total, an hour. But it's, you know, we got to figure out, I think the polling interval, oh no, we don't want to save that, is where's the polling interval? It's right here. So that's like 10 seconds. That's a long time. That's why it's a little laggier. I complain all the time because I say that like YouTube is very unfriendly for community features. So if we could go into here and be like,
Midnight Jesus.
Oops.
Said.
Hey, Midnight
Hello,
Jesus,
how are you?
interesting take. Let me think about that.
I still didn't fix that. I gotta pause this. Hold on. Fucking speech chat's still gone. There we go.
Midnight Jesus says, hello, how are you?
See, so we still had it on the Aussie voice, but whatever. Twitch, it's so nice to integrate with Twitch. Their features are so much better. It's so much friendlier for app development. It's just like, you know, it like always works. There's no fucking issues with polling and absurd stuff.
Midnight Jesus says, I farted so hard I blew out the back of my pants.
So we could, you know, I can skip a message, clear it, pause, turn the volume down. It's nice. My own multi-chat. I don't have to fucking use Restream or any bullshit like that. Why bother? All right, so... All right, Tootie, we're going to play more Half-Life Alyx tomorrow. We're definitely going to fly some drones, so why don't you sign us off, buddy?
Signing off. But those drones will keep buzzing around you like a glitchy tutorial until you finally admit the hallway's still just a hallway.
You lost me there, Spud. What do you mean about the hallway? We fly outside, you know that shit.
I was referring to the cramped hallway in Alyx that feels tighter than a VR-only corridor, not the open-air drone run you're picturing. Outside the game, the only buzzing is your headset fan.
My bad. I didn't get the reference. Hold on, another bug. I have so many bugs today. The personality system and the dual rag design, I had Claude Code do research for like what the cutting edge is, and it turns out that my system is ahead of the curve. It's literally ahead of what like Enterprise is using for personality bots, which is fucking insane. And so there's going to be Toodles is going to have limited output because it's a character, but what the guts of what's there, I could make it more like a human and then give it a less character-y voice, give it like a regular voice. Anyway, you know, in one of the improvements, some of the improvements we made last night sort of like made that fully realized. And a lot of like if you check out the VOD earlier, like he was super on point. He's always pretty good with context, but like the conversation flow was good. It's very clever, very on point. You could hear his subtle shift in moods. I only have like certain personality traits for him because we want it to be a character, but you can literally just change those in the code. I have them as like hyped, interested, sarcastic. I can't remember the other ones, but like I can make him like always sad. I can make him always happy. I can make him hyper. I can make him normal. I can make him mercurial, histrionic, like whatever. Anyway, a total nut job. I can make him fucking insane. Or just a regular dude. We can make him a stoner. Change the voice. But as he is, I've designed him this way to be kind of sound nerdy, like that voice. And the crazy thing about all this is, I'm trying to figure out how to say this. So I use Grok, GROQ, not GROK. Grok is a fast inference LLM provider. It's funny because they were going to sue Elon's Grok because Grok GROQ came out first, and Elon, I guess, was like, fuck you. But so they dropped it. But GROQ is a fast inference LLM provider, and it's basically free. So I'm using GPT OSS 120B through Grok. And then I'm using DeepGram for the voice activity detection and transcription. And then I'm using 11 Labs for the really, really amazingly expressive voice. We could get tons of expression out of them. It's really impressive. The prosody, you make them hyper and sad and loud and whatever. Melancholy. It's impressive, but 11 Labs is the only thing that's really costing me money. DeepGram and GROQ Grok is essentially free. And then I do have Toodles integrated with Vision, and that Vision model is using GPT-4 Vision, so that would cost me a few cents here and there when I use it, but I haven't been using it lately. And then finally we have search, and I use Brave API search, and it comes in pretty raw. It's formatted in such a way that then gets passed properly as context the LLM, and then after we do a search, it's natural language. In the Brave API, because I'm a solo developer, and essentially I don't hit their monthly limits, that's free as well. So I'm getting fast inference LLM, or fast inference. I'm getting search, and I'm getting voice activity detection and transcription essentially for free. In 11 Labs, the expressive voice from 11 Labs is the only thing I pay for, and that's $20 a month. And I had already made a version with a totally different, completely different stack that was using RVC that I was running locally, and it was being streamed into RVC, which is not typical, but I got it working, and it was working incredibly well, but it doesn't sound as good as 11 Labs. But if someone finally releases an open source text-to-speech model that can sound as good as 11 Labs 2.5 Turbo, then I will run that locally, and the whole fucking stack will essentially be free except the vision part of it, which is, who cares? We barely use that. And then the rest of it, all the other stuff, is just things that run locally on my computer that have nothing to do with generating money. Like, I have head pose detection that I don't use right now, where I can just, if I'm looking that way and talking, then Toodles knows I'm talking to him. Like, it's social awareness. So I have that built in. I have a command system built in. Event, Toodles. Oof, did I just trigger him? Try not to say his name. There we go. You know, he'll announce events, raids, not that I'm monetized on YouTube, but super chats, donations, blah, 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 all that stuff. And then he builds memory for it. And then we have him, he's supposed to respond to chat, but that's still broken. I have to work on that. I might work on that for like the next hour. But overall, pretty advanced thing. And, you know, the memory is local, and that gets passed as context when necessary to GPT OSS 120B. But the dual memory rag is cool because we have a short-term, like, working memory, like a person, and then we have long-term memory. And then that way there can be callbacks and stuff. The next thing I want to add is like forced learning. Because right now, some of the stuff we added last night, well, me and Claude Code, made him learn a little better because he does learn. But I want to be able to, like, I have triggers for search, and I want a trigger for learning. Like, if I say that, you know, because the GPT OSS 120B has like a knowledge cutoff like any other LLM. So I want to be able to say, like, if the Switch 2 came out and he thinks it didn't, sure, I could like write that into his memory.json, but, you know, I want to be able to say, like, hey, the Switch 2 came out, remember that. And he's like, okay. And then we talk about it again, and that stays it, you know, like, is a fact that he learned. So yeah, a couple other little things like that. The long-term memory hasn't been super prevalent. I don't think we have enough of it. The curation is pretty good, but I don't think we've had enough inside jokes for it to like be like, hey, you know, like, it used to call back to me being like lay and being messy and shit like that, but I like deleted that. Yeah. But it'll be evolving over time. I've rewritten, you know, I've rebuilt his tech stack something like 12 times with like totally different. I made him entirely in Rust containerized, and then realized that it was just going to be it's going to have too much latency. So yeah. Anyway, I will probably be flying drones tomorrow, and then later in the evening I'll stop that stream. Then later in the evening I will continue where we left off with Half-Life Alyx, which is that it's a particular spot in the game that's fucking extremely nerve-wracking, as I recall. And just to let everybody know, I have never played beyond that point. I have always stopped there because I wanted to savor the game, because I knew it was so special. And it's crazy that 6 years later, it's still an incredible experience. And I still have a bunch of the game in front of me. So I never spoiled it. I saved it for like a better headset, and so I'm pretty excited about that. So yeah, thanks for hanging, Rays. Thanks for chilling, everybody. Hope you enjoyed my Half-Life Alyx playthrough so far, and the commentary. I made a lot of commentary early, then I finally shut up so we could just go through the story. But I really wanted people to understand what is so special about that game and what's so incredible about it and how it's way ahead of its time. So I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Peace.